Number 30 is a population density problem. So if you remember, population density is going to be equal to the population divided by the area that that population is living in. So our population in this problem is the population of bacteria, and the area they're living in is represented by these circular petri dishes. So in order to do this, we are going to have to calculate the area of each petri dish. So the area of dish A is going to be pi r squared. So it's pi times 25.5 squared, which is 650.25 pi. And then the area of dish B is going to be pi times the radius, which is 37.5 squared. So that's going to be 1406.25 pi. Okay. I used those because those are circles. The area of a circle is pi r squared. So these two numbers here came from the radius of each dish. So that represented the diameter. The radius would be 25.5. The radius would be 37.5. Cool. So now that I've got my actual areas, I'm just going to divide the population of bacteria by the area that they're living in. So for the first one, it's going to be 40,000 divided by 650.25 pi. And then for B, the population density would be 72,000 divided by 1406.25 pi. Now I'm only leaving it like this so that I can get the most accurate answer. It probably isn't that necessary because we're just talking about which one is greater. So unless it's down to like 1/100 of a decimal, I could have probably just rounded. So the way I'm going to work this one out is by what I would do is you have to be a little bit careful. If you type 40,000 divided by and you type this number in, I would want to use parentheses. So I'm going to start a parenthesis and I'm going to type 650.25 times it by pi. And then when you close the parenthesis, that actually gives you the value inside of the parentheses, so just at the bottom. Once you hit equals, it processes the division. So your final number for that is about 19.58. Over here for this one, I would do 72,000 divided by, and like I said, I would start a parenthesis, 1406.25 times pi. Close your parenthesis. Now this number, 4,417.86, that is actually this number when you multiply by pi. So if I hit equals, it'll process the division that I put in there beforehand. So comparing A and B, you can see that A has the higher population density. After the first hour.